On était les premiers dans la liste et en fait...
I need to see tickets.
You don't really have to leave with your baby. It's really about the baby. I'm wondering if any of you have any suggestions on what I should say in my speech to the conference tomorrow.
Climate is not a threat. Climate is a reality, and think of the people who live that every day.
It's a reality. That's correct, yeah. There has been a concerted, well-financed effort on the part of some oil and coal companies and coal-burning utilities that to mislead people, confuse people into thinking that the science of global warming is somehow not valid. And it has been at many times a despicable effort, but it has had an impact. And there's about $1 billion a year spent worldwide on this effort, and that turns out to be a lot. I would like to see my country do a lot more, but I think the way you put it, it doesn't feel fair to me.
Okay.
And yes, okay. Barack Obama immediately launched a green stimulus program within 1 month of coming to office that began a super grid or a collection of smart grids and the increased attention to solar and wind and other renewable technologies. He soon thereafter achieved what has not been done for 3 decades, 25 years now, increased the auto mileage standards dramatically. His Environmental Protection Agency issued a binding regulation that requires the reduction of CO2 emissions even if a law is not passed. They also put out a regulation that requires, beginning 2 weeks from now, by the way, that all of the large emitters of CO2 publicly report their emissions, make them transparent and visible, a sea change compared to the previous 8 years. Now, what is similar is that even though my political party controls the Congress now, the resistance to very deep cuts in CO2 emissions is still very strong in the Congress. And in the aftermath of Kyoto, the history of which you mentioned, it is not unwise for a president of the United States to take care not to publicly commit the country to an action that the co-equal branch of government, the legislative branch, is not going to allow. We are the largest economy. We are a continent-sized nation with a very high level of energy intensity, and it's difficult. I'm not making excuses. I'm simply trying to explain the context that I think puts a somewhat different interpretation on where President Obama is really coming from. I think that he has done a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.